Hello, so today I'll show you technical combat for 1.19, and before I start that, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do join my Discord server. And now let's begin with this. So today I'll show you some changes to the combat system in Bedrock Edition, and to start with, let's go look at the tipped arrows. So yeah, there's a change to tipped arrows, and hold on, let me just change my game mode. So game mode survival, and now if I use the tipped arrows, specifically the arrow of harming 2, you'll see it only does 2 hearts of damage, unlike before where it did 6 hearts of damage in Prot 4 armor. So yes, even though the damage is less, the arrow is still quite deadly, because you can just spam the arrow and it will drain the health out of your opponent. And there's also change to healing arrows. They no longer phase through you, which means you can't get 8 hearts of health with a single arrow. So you need 2 arrows to get 8 hearts of health now, which is not as OP as before, but still quite helpful. So now let's go to explosives. For the explosives, the way the protection enchantment works has changed, due to which explosives act way differently. So as you can see, similar to Java Edition, end crystals can now insta. So if I place an end crystal at this height, where in Java Edition this should deal no damage, here it does way a lot of damage. And this is because explosions of end crystal can go downwards in Bedrock Edition, but if you stand super close, like completely stuck to the obsidian, then it deals way less damage. Similarly, anchors are a bit less deadly than end crystals. Yeah, they are actually a bit less deadly, like for real. Wait, let me show you. Yeah, see, they are a bit less deadly than end crystals, but they can be way more powerful in terms of use. And now let's go to cobwebs. Cobwebs can tank some explosion damage, as you can see. You can use cobwebs to shield a tiny amount of explosion damage, so it can be really good to use with anchors. However, not really the great thing to use with end crystals. Yeah. So now let's. As you can see, if you're 2 blocks below the crystal, then it deals nearly no damage. This is how most bed explosions are done in like by speedrunners for killing the dragon. So yeah, we know that. Now the next thing is anvils are super useful when used with charged anchors, because when explosion happens, anvils drop down, so you can always place an anvil, explode, and then just jump down and take the cover of anvil again. And you can also have this situation where the anvil is at the edge and you can stand here. Quite handy to use, honestly. The anvils tank literally all the damage. Literally all the damage. Anvils are good things, except you need a powerful enough iron farm to carry on all those anvils. Now there are a few more changes that I want to tell you, and one thing in particular is you should always carry ender pearls now, because you don't want to be one-shotted by some end crystals. So carrying a pearl for just re-gearing, repairing your armor, or trying to heal is a good option. Now anchors on Bedrock Edition are different than the Java ones, because they can be pre-charged. If you use a Silk Touch pickaxe, like the one I'm using right now, a Silk Touch pickaxe, you can charge an anchor and then mine it to have a pre-charged anchor. You can't have this on Java Edition, it's Bedrock exclusive. This not only saves 2 slots of inventory space, but also makes the anchor insta explodable. So you can just place it and click it once to explode. Now let's get to the other things. So as you can see, my armor is pretty damaged from all that explosion, which means it's a good idea to carry around some bottle of experience, as it can be very handy to heal your armor literally anywhere. So you can just escape from the fight for a bit, heal your armor, and then jump right back in. Now about the diamond armor does take a lot of knockback, which might not be very good for combat with explosives, because if you get launched into the air, you can be comboed to death, which makes netherite a slightly better option in some conditions. Now the next thing I want to tell you is gapples, because gapples are very important for this new kind of PvP. As you know, healing in Bedrock isn't great, so you always want that regen effect to heal you instead of the saturation from food, because regen can heal you much faster than normal food. So always carry around a couple gapples, and you want gapples specifically because gapples can not only up your regen but also up your saturation, so you can get healing from saturation and regen both at once. And also in certain conditions like this right now, shot the wrong arrow. Yeah, if you're in conditions where you're just about to die, you can simply pearl out and do something like this. Just heal yourself with healing arrows, and since these are instant heal, you can pretty much survive many deadly situations with this. And it's also very easy to make tipped arrows on Bedrock Edition, which makes it easily accessible for early game as well. Now let's go to, as you can see, I'm currently using Blast Prot Pant, which as you can see reduces the damage by a lot. I took like 3 hearts of explosive damage there with a Blast Prot 4 Pant. Now let's test it with a simple Prot 4 Pant, and as you can see I have 7 hearts now, and I am down to half hearts, which means without Blast Prot Pants you will receive double the damage, and with Blast Prot 4 Pants you will get half the damage of a normal explosion. So as you can see, I can't place end crystals underwater. However, respawn anchors can be placed underwater and can also deal a lot of damage underwater, which means that for underwater combat, respawn anchors are the best things. So let me show you a demonstration here. Since blocks can't be broken underwater with explosives, I can pretty much spam and combo anyone with respawn anchors. So if I just like place dirt blocks randomly to shield me from the explosion, and there's someone else in this place, I can just boom boom and they're dead. It's pretty fast, trust me. Explosives can kill really fast. So the next thing I want to show is actually strength 2 potions, because these increase your base damage by 250%, which means, oops, completely missed that one. Yeah, so which means you can pretty much, as you can see, I can 4-shot this Iron Golem with a regular sword, and this is because it ups my damage by 250%. So using a sword doesn't matter if it's a normal netherite sword or an enchanted one, that will increase my damage by 250%. So yeah, that's all the technical changes that's been in the combat system for 1.19, and if there's any new ones I will surely let you know. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because if you don't, then I'm blowing you up in real life. Just kidding. Anyways, join my Discord server, and that's it for today. So see you next time.